How's it going, everybody? I thought we'd take a few minutes today and look at what actually happens after New Year's. I know that everybody's still in the kind of like the Christmas, the holidays mode, and probably still kind of trying to figure out when your sales are gonna stop. Maybe they've already stopped or at least slowed down. But then, how long does it actually take for them to start picking up again in the new year? And then I thought maybe we can look at the first actual shopping day or holiday that comes up, and the difference, for example, between the timing of that. So the first thing I want to look at, this is what I'm using right now, is the Merch Informer Merch Archive feature, which basically lets you go back in history and select the date, the market, and see what was selling, right? So what I've done is I've picked a random date, which is January 10th, to see, for example, what sells right after New Year's. And then, because like I said, February 14th is Valentine's Day, and that's probably like, I guess the next, big shopping day, at least in North America. So I wanted to, and I was actually going through the calendar to see when when those products actually overtake all the other items, because there's usually a critical point where, for example, things like this, like the Mandalorian shirts, and we'll talk about this. For example, we're selling all throughout January. There were a couple of random designs that were selling, but then after a certain date, Valentine's Day just takes over, and barely nothing else, gets in that top 100 category. So let's look at this. This is the U.S. market that I've selected, January 10th, 2021, basically just, the first, second week after New Year's, and what happens. So in 2021, Mandalorian was, as you can see, just taken over everything, right? There were a few pandemic shirts, as you can see here, social distancing expert, that were selling well. But that was still kind of like I don't know if we were fresh in the pandemic. Again, it's a gaming gift shirt. So this was kind of like attacking two different categories, but clearly it was the Mandalorian. And as we kind of scroll down, you can see pretty much all the shirts so far have been Mandalorian, and then two gaming shirts, one that had a combination of social distancing. So as we go on, still you can see here Mandalorian, right? I do what I want. So it's a funny cat T-shirt. For some reason, I mean, the sales were exploding there, but that's okay. And then as we continue, as you can see here, still Star Wars and Mandalorian. So if you're actually creative, if you know what TV shows people will be watching over the next couple of weeks, it might be a good idea to kind of attack that niche. Of course, don't ever do anything that will get your products taken down or banned. But if you are creative and you can actually find a niche and go all out, there's a big chance that your products might take off. As you can see, I'm scrolling and we're still looking at Star Wars and Mandalorian, a couple of random anime, cat T-shirts. But again, I'm scrolling down and talking for a reason, and it's to show you all of this, right? And it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And so that's pretty much it. It slows down a little bit here. There's a couple of fishing shirts, 10 things I want to do in life, and it's all about cars. And then again, we get into Mandalorian again. Biden-Harris 2020, they were still selling. There were a few designs that I've actually seen on this page that were political in nature. But again, it was Mandalorian. Even this one here is Star Wars Mandalorian. Couple of gaming shirts, and then like we've seen, just just a few random designs. Like this one, I think we've seen a million times. What the Elf Happened to 2020. It's a funny take on you know, the best selling Christmas design. And again, as we go through, we still see Mandalorian. We see random gaming shirts. Okay, so now let's get to the market, US marketplace. This is February, and before I started recording, I was actually going through the dates just to see when Valentine's Day takes over, and it was the 7th. It was around that weekend, 5th, 6th, 7th. 7th is when, and you'll see that it's pretty much all about, you know, hearts, love, Valentine's Day. Bernie actually steals a few spots as well, but this is when actually sales pick up. So I was actually surprised. I thought it was going to be much earlier. There were designs like even at the end of January that were, you know, creeping into the top 100 bestsellers, but it was the 7th. It was exactly 1 week before Valentine's Day where it just, you know, kind of took over and exploded. And as you can see here, these are the kinds of designs. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Also, the other thing that I wanted to mention is this design actually reminded me. I put a video a couple weeks ago, and it was I think it was Printful's news article talking about how to attack Valentine's Day, and you know, not to just concentrate on love and hearts and all that kind of stuff, but to do something like this, and clearly, you know, this kind of stuff paid off, which is, you know, V is for Valentine scratched out video games, and of course it is a, you know, love theme and everything, but it's kind of like a fun spin on it, and you know, this was one of the, you know, top sellers because it was kind of Valentine's Day. It was also against Valentine's Day. It was a gaming thing, so it worked on many different levels. So again, dinosaurs, I steal hearts, Bernie, like I mentioned, again, you know, just random hearts, random love theme type thing, Bernie again, and then even Mandalorian Valentine's Day spin. Even this one here is Valentine's Day. So like I said, that is exactly, you know, when all these Valentine's Day designs and sales kick in. So even Snoopy here, Valentine's Day, Darth Vader, Valentine's Day, dinosaur, I have multiple dinosaur designs, Valentine's Day, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and so on. Even I think this is still Star Wars, as you can see, but again, Valentine's Day. So I choose you again, Star Wars, Valentine's Day, and that's it. So these are, I'm just kind of scrolling to show you guys, you know, what kinds of designs were actually selling last year, but I also wanted to look at that date because I thought that was actually very interesting and important to show you when exactly you know, Valentine's Day picks up. So I would say it starts slowly around the end of January, first week of January it's ramping up, and then it just takes over that last week. I think there's a lot of people that are shopping for Valentine's Day kind of last minute, and this is the result. So I'm going to scroll through here just so you guys can pause and look at this information if you want to actually check out these listings. But I would say that none of these designs are extremely special. What it is, it's probably timing, advertising, and you know, just the demand. Okay, that's it. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in the new year.